In this week's episode, we chatted about Jordan getting shafted off a lawyer, the death of influencers, and Khabib Nurmagomedov, brother.
Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Episode number
70 or something.
70?
I don't know, is it? Maybe.
Episode high 60s.
Episode 70. I'm just going to go for it. Today I have Mr. Evan.
Hello.
And Nathaniel Bedingfield.
Nathaniel Bedingfield.
And it's also a very special day. Also a very special day as Evan is now a Masters athlete.
Yep.
I am
senior
literally.
citizen.
I am a senior citizen.
Mate, if the Greys didn't fucking make it obvious enough, you are old as fuck.
33. Oh. 33.
I think when we started the pod, you just had your 30th.
Very
in
potentially.
In the castle.
I was actually saying this to Amanda this morning. I've had a lovely morning as well, man. It was really nice. I had pancakes and all that.
Aye, did you?
Yeah,
Courtesy of the wife and child.
Courtesy of the girlfriend.
Let's make it even better. Happy birthday!
What's he doing?
It just kept slipping.
Did you come prepared with that?
No, it's fun at the chair.
He's just sitting on his chair.
I had it was made by Smarties pancakes and stuff. But I remember I said to her this morning, I was like, I remember when we first got together, I must have been like 28 or something like that. And I was like, then I felt, I'm fucked. That smells burning.
We go together with you.
Amanda.
You were 28.
Yeah, something 28, 29 or something like that.
That long, man.
And I know.
Bro, I feel like you've been 30 your whole life.
I've been 30 for years, man. But I just felt really fucking old. And then this morning I'm at 33. Wow. But do you know what? I'm looking forward to my seniorhood.
Yeah, you're in your 30s right now.
I'm approaching my mid-30s. So,
Nah, you're in it.
see at 32?
Nah, you're in it.
No. 32, early 30s.
Yeah, so you're 33, you're mid 30s until 36. After 36, it's late 30s.
Yeah, well, maybe. I mean, if that's what maths is. But then there's like a year in between. So I'm in a transitionary period from my early 30s to my mid 30s.
That's crazy, bro.
You still get 2 years.
Me and Danny are both now in the same age bracket.
I'm closer to 40 and I'm 30.
How old are you?
35. Like, see when I say it, I'm like,
I'm at 35.
Are you
I
actually?
think so.
But this is it, like, see, for a full year, like 2 years ago, I thought I was like a year younger than what I actually was. I just totally it didn't compute.
I still say 26.
Are you, what age are you?
26.
Absolute bullshit. You're,
Why did you even ask?
You're 30
No, I'm
years
30,
old.
I'm 30
You're
now.
30 years old.
But it's an instant like reaction. It's like, oh, do you 30? And then I'm like, oh, 26. And I'm like, wait, no, I'm 30, bro. Aye.
Do you know, 29 to about 30.
They have phones then?
Just as you're turning 31, 32 are the most transformative years, I would say. Is in like you go through mad growth.
You think so?
Aye.
You think that's just you individually? Or do you
Maybe
think
that's what I was going to say. Could have just been me, but I feel like for 29 to about 32 is like fucking roller coaster, man. Just whoop, boop, 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 fucking round, like up, down your level and your no, crazy, just chaotic. And it just kind of hits 32 and there's a wee bit of
things steady a bit?
aye, man.
Yeah.
Again,
I
that'll happen for everybody,
Uh-huh.
probably at a different age, do you know what I mean? Like a different time.
I kind of get that.
I feel women become a woman.
Woman.
At 23.
Women! I like women! You seen that video? I'm not gay no more! I am delivered! Everyone's at the club. What was I going to fucking say?
You think women?
I feel women become adults at like 20,
Aye.
right? Generally speaking, right? You still get a couple of fucking idiots out there. But then men become adults at like 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a 10-year delay, I feel, in
Defo.
terms of maturing. There's like a 10-year delay
Maturity.
between men and women typically. I feel like I became an adult when I turned 30. Like I'm I'm now an adult.
Aye.
Like I see people on trains like acting like fools, and I'm like, I'm
Fools.
scoffing.
Aye.
I'm scoffing. I'm like, these cunts.
These scoffs are getting louder as you
I'm like,
get
guys are
older.
getting loud. I'm tutting
He's
out
tutting.
loud.
I was going to say, he's tutting.
out loud now. Like I
Fucking
can,
peasants.
I can feel myself really becoming that old. In fact, true story. So we're obviously at a ground floor flat, and we had the windows up, and then sometimes people kind of sit on the wall in front, right? It's just 'cause it's busy bit, and so these wee kids kind of jumping about, sitting at it, and I'm like, at the window. I fucking tilt my head, I'm like, beat it. Right, said it under my breath, beat it. And then I looked, and they went away, and I went, fuck. I was like, only yesterday I was that wee guy on the wall. Do you know what I mean? I was the wee guy sitting on the wall, not up to badness, just like being a wee guy,
Sitting
cutting
in
about the
somebody's
streets, and then now I'm the guy inside the house going, beat it.
I'd have went and got an apple and smacked you one day.
I was like, nah, I was like,
You're coming back.
these kids have got anything about them. They came back and tied my windies, but they
defo.
didn't, right? Shite bags.
Southside shite bags.
They just don't make them anymore. do you
That's
know what
mad. I've had to just get a Porsche Macan, right? New motor, new
I mean? You
Jeep.
did die, bro.
And I can't go anywhere. People are like, new motor? And I'm like, aye, and like, that's your full demo now, innit? I'm like, can I not just get a Jeep without no, it's a Damobil? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's Damoed.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
No, but
It's a rite of passage as a
That's
father,
what's
though.
fun.
You get a big motor.
You have to get a big
You see,
motor.
you're younger, but you see people with Jeeps don't really click. That's why they've got a Jeep most of the time. You think they've just went and bought a Jeep, and now you realise that it's just, you need it. You need that space,
You
man.
need the space. To be fair though, we got by.
You've
on a
done
long
well.
time.
A good couple of years.
Micra when I had the Audi issues. Go back couple of episodes, fucking listen to
You
that.
can- we can
Episode
catch up
40
on it,
or something
man.
like that, episode 20. I'm sure we spoke about that lots, but we navigated life with one car.
That'd
Don't know
have
how
been
for
tricky.
so long, just in the Micra.
That'd have
Like,
been
we went to
tricky.
Cornwall, mate. Like we drove to Cornwall in the Micra with a dog and a baby and a week full of clays and all
Wow.
that, and a paddleboard. Made it work. I feel like you fit into the space that you're given.
Yeah.
Aye.
Like you fill that out. So if you had that fucking X7, it'd still be full of shite.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you fill the space.
You fill the space of what you've got. My mum always says, I'd love a bigger house. And I'm like, if you had a bigger house, it would still be full of all your shite. It would just happen. Do you know what I mean? It's just naturally going to happen. But I guess that is just what happens when you get old, isn't it?
That's life.
That's
it.
life. Anyway, that was the That's Life podcast, right? We'll fucking see you next week.
Fucking fine.
Um,
Anyway, you're two cunts here merched up.
Aye,
Come
bro.
on, Ev.
Aye, on brand. What's your
Is
brand?
that a reshape?
Aye.
Is that a reshape?
Aye.
Is it actually?
Facts,
I
bro.
thought it was a wrestling t-shirt.
That's a sick tee, to be fair.
That is sick.
He's done well.
Well, do you know what? I'll get t-shirts
Oh,
made
there's
then.
another hanging out. I've got Gainline merch. You get reshape merch.
I've got reshape merch.
You get any of them.
You get any of them?
I don't like you that much.
Clear.
There's a BAM.
There's a bam.
No, it's fine. It's
Um,
what's stop it.
I know.
Well, I
Put
mean,
some respect on your pals.
Support your bros, you know what I mean?
If you had merch, I wouldn't get it.
to be fair, I probably wouldn't get it either. I'll get one fucking merch, and then do you know what? I'll just gift you some.
To be
How's
fair,
how's that?
Papa Ev is the only man that has ever went about his way to create no rep merch.
Yes,
He got hats
I did.
and stickers.
I did.
You did?
Yes.
So there's that.
How long ago was that?
When Ev was 28 at the time.
I was finished.
Aye. No, I think we actually should re-up some no rep merch again.
I think we should actually rebrand, maybe.
Rebrand?
Not rebrand.
Why?
But maybe just change it up a wee bit.
What's wrong with the logo?
No, just was right with it.
I don't know. I quite
No.
like it.
It's all right. I don't know. I'm just excited. I like new things. I like designing.
I like designing.
I like that.
Bro is like a pro Canva user.
Yes. I love Canva.
Like, see when I look at your post, I'm like, I just know how long that took to make.
Aye.
Not that long.
Nah.
See
Well,
when-
you've got the templates
See when
now.
I'm at the template, bum, rattle.
Aye, just rattle
20
it
minutes.
out.
20 minutes, bang, bang. Do you know what I mean?
I can't be asked for that, man.
Ah,
Yeah.
But then in saying that, and then I'll sit and spend 6 hours making a YouTube video.
Aye.
But you'll get a higher ROI on a YouTube video than I would making nice things on Canva.
This
So
is true. This
I
is true.
just can't be arsed doing the YouTube and speaking at the minute. Although I need to.
I
You
know.
I know I need to.
Well, do you though?
Yes.
Here's a
probably.
question, right?
No, this I've actually thought about this. If you didn't need, right? If you didn't need to speak on camera, or you weren't allowed to speak on camera, do you still think that you could run your business
Just
as
like
a personal
photos.
trainer?
Yeah, but pretty much. That's kind of what I'm doing just now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I just fucking, I've said this before, millions of times in the podcast, I've fallen out of love with content creation and all that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just over the past couple of years. I need to sort it.
Let's talk about it.
But this is why. So this is why what we're doing is the best thing for you.
I'm a podcast guy.
You're a podcast guy. Your best way of delivering things is through this.
Organically.
And then you
Through
had
the
your
spoken word.
spoken word. You had your private podcast, your members club,
Yep.
whatever, your clients.
My clients.
Like
Members club if you want.
I think it's just because I see Karma Club.
Karma Club.
Um,
Karma Chameleon.
like I think that Ev should just be doing his solo podcast and like dishing it out to the people.
Do you guys want to fuck off then? I'll just
And
finish
then,
up. Just,
and then that becomes his North Star for his podcast, and it's zero effort required,
And there's content for him.
and that's the content done.
Yeah, you said this to me. And do you know what?
I said it to you in January. What we in right now,
March.
March.
No, wait a minute. April.
brother?
Fuck, 2nd of April.
2nd April.
What are you going to do about it?
I am going to have my own podcast for parents soon.
When?
May.
May,
Bro, man.
a month.
May, I've got a fucking final to
Oh,
play
here
and
we
practice
go,
for
man.
and all that
Here
sort
we
of stuff.
go. You train twice a week, for fuck's sake.
Next week then, go fuck yourselves.
Do you think he just starts a week and go, right, there's a list of excuses.
And I pick my
What
favourite.
was going to dish out this
I
week?
pick my favourite one, yes.
No, it wanted to do it. It wasn't that. It wasn't thinking about excuses whatsoever. This is the Roast Evan episode today. No, what he was thinking of?
What was he thinking?
He was thinking of how can I slip in the fact that I've got a final to play. That's what he was doing there.
You just want to talk about it?
We should, right?
Go on,
Can you
then.
believe it? Did we have the podcast
Yes.
the last time?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, man.
We did.
Uh-huh.
Jeez,
2
oh.
years ago.
Jeez, oh.
Fucking madness. We did
So
take
there
a year
you go.
break though.
That's
Aye,
really
that's
good.
just it's getting a bit confusing. Oh, wow.
So,
No, got lie, I didn't think he's getting back there that quick.
Yeah, I know.
I knew you would eventually, but no that quick.
So
Like,
for the listeners that maybe are a bit unsure about what we're talking about, East Kilbride Rugby Club got to the final of the National Shield again at the weekend just there. We beat Haddington 39-17
what is it,
in
man?
fantastic fashion. Your man was a tackling, jackling machine.
Okay.
Fucking great. So yeah, final in 3 weeks.
Unreal.
Not on Murrayfield though. We're playing at the Hive Stadium, Edinburgh.
Oof.
I know,
shite.
which is next to Murrayfield.
Why is that?
So they are, well, there's lots of finals in the day. So you've got like the men's cup, the
Right.
men's League Cup, National Shield, National Bowl,
Mhm.
and then you've got the women's versions of that. So they're trying to fit in all these finals into the one day.
Fair.
80-minute games plus downtime and all that. It's physically impossible to do it all on the main pitch. Right. So they've kind of, for the past couple of seasons, they're kind of prioritising the women's shield over the men's shield, which is fine. You know, Jordan.
And say fuck all. What are you saying? Don't throw me under the bus.
No, oi.
Danny.
See, to me, they should just alternate it. 1 year do the women's on the main pitch, 1 year do the men's.
It's a different weekend, no?
Well, this is also the thing.
Different day, Sunday. Friday night lights, Saturday, Sunday.
They usually play on a Sunday as well. Guys always play on a Saturday.
Aye, that's right.
So then they're now having to play a day earlier than they usually play.
Oh,
You know, which does see from a kind of recovery standpoint,
Aye.
sometimes that is a bit like if you're
they're not thinking about the women in this regard.
yeah.
Terrible.
So, but anyway, very, very exciting. I'm super, super keen for
That's
it.
good, bro. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That is
Well done, man.
phenomenal stuff.
That
I should
is.
have timed my return a little bit better.
Do you want to say a
Still
message to
time.
Frankie right now? We can record.
Mate, send him it. I'm ready. I've been training. You've seen me.
He's been doing bits.
I've been doing my sprints. Been chucking the ball about just in case I get that call up. Do you know what I mean? Like Mighty Ducks or what's that? What's that show? No, not the show.
Batman?
The movie where he wears the special boots and makes him class at football.
Oh.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm like that guy. I'm just ready.
That guy, whoever
Give
the
me-
guy-
give me my
whoever that
boots,
guy is.
and then I'm fucking good to go. I'm going to be like Adam Sandler in fucking Longest Yard.
Great actor.
Just come on. Anyway, this
Wasn't it
is
Brendan Beckham, was it?
Nah, bro, that was about the
that a bird?
Bud that's
the
pretending to be
lesbians.
No, pretending to be gay? No, it was lesbians.
No,
I'm
it was the
thinking of that one.
lesbians, and then there was the Asian bud and Keira. Was it Keira Knightley?
It was Keira Knightley.
Was it? Aye, and
think it was
fucking goated film, by the way.
Aye.
Really good film.
Really good.
Really good film. Anyway, enough about that. Congratulations. And shout out to the boys at UKRFC.
Let's go
Well
the
deserved.
boys.
Fucking
Well done.
sounds like you have had a good second half of the season anyway, for sure. Which is fucking.
What is your team mascot? Was it a bump? Is it a hornet or something?
I don't have one, but if you want to,
Nah. Think about the emblem.
Oh, it's an oyster catcher.
An oyster catcher.
An oyster catcher. What is an oyster
It's a
catcher?
wee bird.
It's a wee bird.
I don't know why.
Is it black and yellow?
Black and white.
It's black and white with a wee orange beak.
With a wee orange beak. Yeah, exactly.
There you
So
go.
if you want to dress up as a big
That's
oyster
what I was
catcher for
going to
the
ask the
day.
next question. If he's got one for the
I've
day.
got hundreds of oyster catcher outfits in the gaff, actually.
Can't imagine.
Actually, funny you asked that.
Aye, so that's what's happening there. But on less exciting news, we did fucking High Rocks and a few run events and stuff like that. How's the body feeling, mate?
I mean, the body feel 95% of the body feels dynamite. And then
What's
just
the
this
other
wee
5%?
5%, just it lingers down the kind of calf region. Feels like fucking ass, man. 247,
What?
365 days a year.
So I've not experienced shin splints like that badly before. I've had sore shins very mildly,
Yeah.
like playing rugby and stuff like that, but nothing really seriously. But when I hear people who have been affected by such shin splints, they say it's like the worst thing.
It's terrible. So see, when I was younger and I coached and I had a couple of clients that ran and stuff before I ran, and I would actually try and talk people out running at this point in time. Like, running's shite. Why would you run? Like, just focus in the gym, it's not good for you. Like, that's genuinely where I was at with it. And I remember like a couple of them had shin splints, and I'm literally thinking in the back of my head, fucking grow up. Like,
Right.
shin splints, like, get a grip. Like,
Doesn't sound like if you're like a sore thing.
It doesn't sound like, it sounds like nothing, right? So compared to like if somebody went, I've got medial stress syndrome, you're like, fuck's sake, man, that sounds bad. That's the actual name for it. So I basically imagine there's a big pole, right? And you just fucking volley the pole right in the end. Not even like the inside of your shin, it's a bit softer, a bit more tender, right? And then you just instantly go into a fucking sprint, whoa, right? And then every single time you step, it feels like you just volleyed the pole again. It's great. It's really,
That sounds pretty serious.
it's really good, right? So that's what you go through. It goes through like a kind of percentage, like it might be only be 10% for like a bit, and then sometimes it's like 99%. Like one more step would be like tears. So I've kind of had it funny. I had it on my left side, and then it just went through the rehab and stuff that I'd done in time off the feet. The right side, literally within like 3 weeks, just flared up, and I'd never had issues with the right. But that's probably because I focused not the left side, done all the shit I had to do, and it made it so strong that I've got no issues with that now. But then the right side was maybe just going to happen, and it just so happened close by. And then it went away for months and months and months and months, and then came back in January, and it's pretty much been here since then. So it's just a matter of kind of like try to navigate it. But what you kind of learn with is with shin splints, you can't rehab your way out it. You just need to stop. There's no rehab in the world that will get it away, because it's impact and inflammation. So it's like every time you're running, you'll make it worse. Doesn't matter how strong of it else. If it's inflamed and it's sore, that's it. Doesn't matter what you're doing. So I've had to kind of take the L just to come off the toaster a bit. But by the time I come back on the feet, it'll be 2 weeks, and that's what I've done the last time to get rid of the left was 2 weeks plus rehab and a slow return back. This time the right isn't as bad as the left, never need it. So I reckon like next week I'll be sound. But I hate it. I hate talking about it.
Yeah.
I hate that I've got it.
So
Because you
it's also-
don't want it. Fuck. Do you know what I mean? You just, because then it's like almost like an excuse, and I'm not an excuse type of person. Like, I don't
Well, it sounds
shy away.
exactly-
It sounds like an
It's
excuse, doesn't it?
exactly like, you know, it's funny how the timing works.
I know.
When you think about this, it's like, you know, it's like, I'm going to do this big challenge in July, mate. I'm going to run 12 marathons in 9 hours and then up Ben Lomond on my hands. And then he's now planting like, he's like, I've got
medial tibial stress syndrome.
yeah.
So here's the thing, right? It's either so that I do it and then I go, I've done that with shin splints, or so I can just pull it. That
Sorry,
Do you not remember episode 70? I was talking about how bad my shin splints were. It's just not
Run the
going
clip.
any better.
Run the
That was
clip.
what the High Rocks one was.
I'm like the opposite type. See, when I see people and I know it's an excuse, it fucking does my nothing. So I'm like, get a grip.
Yeah, hate soft cunts.
Hate soft cunts. So me, I want to say I'm that type of person. So I have it. So I'm just like, do you know what? See if I rest now and I have 2 weeks of fucking training for this 8 and 7, I'll still get through it. Just how good will I get through it? Like, obviously, a perfect training block, which when does that ever happen? Do you know what I mean?
Well, this is very true. I don't think people think about this all the time when it comes to whether they're training for an event, a final, a race, a challenge, whatever it may be, a competition, and they always think that they will have or are going to have the perfect training block in the lead up to it. And a lot of people put the fact on, or a lot of people blame the fact of their poor performance down to the fact that they didn't have a full training camp to lead up to it. But the thing is, nobody does.
Yeah.
Like, there's very, very few people that can make it through a whole serious training block or camp unscathed without a little bit of something, right? So I think people need to think about that. Like, people are doing the thing that you're doing under worse circumstances. So somebody that's done a challenge similar to yours under worse settings. So somebody that's playing that final that is in a lot more chronic knee pain, believe it or not, than you. I don't know if actually that's possible. But matching,
hypothetically speaking,
in another planet, someone's got sorer knees than Evan.
It looks sound to me.
Mate, I see them, they look fine. In fact, Evan was saying, I've got a bruise. You can't see, but I've got a bruised bone. Bruised bone.
Mate, I shit you not, man. I got a ball like kind of popped up to me and I made a break through the line, and I thought, see, when I was running, I thought I must have ran like 50 metres. I ran 3. Right? But see, in the game, I was like, fucking guy just grabbed my leg, my knee hit the ground, man. Sorest thing I've ever done. The ground, the pitch was actually amazing, man. It's the firmest pitch I've ever played on.
Honestly, see, falling on grass, so sore, man.
Do you know what's so last year when I played sevens, I was like, I love playing rugby in the summer. I love it. Like, it's just the pitch is firm, the conditions are perfect. But then you tip the scale, the pitch was too firm. It felt like playing on an ash pitch. It was that solid. It's like playing on concrete. That's how hard it was. Man. And then you're like, you'd much rather. It's like I would have took a 4G pitch at that stage, which I also think it should be illegal to play rugby on a 4G pitch.
Yeah, it's
not safe.
It's not a sport.
Yeah, you actually get. So we've played in 2 recently. Played in Stravens twice, and it's actually a football pitch. It's a football pitch that you can play rugby on. It's not brilliant. Played in Cumnox. Cumnox was actually all right.
Was it?
Yeah. Like, it wasn't the worst.
Right. Okay.
It's funny. I've sprained my ankle on both of the pitches though.
Aye.
At various points, but it's not the end of the world. I think training on them.
Training on them's great.
Dynamite, man. You don't get dirty. It's always perfect. Sound. Playing a game. Dry shit myself.
I don't like it. I don't think it's safe. Just with like knees, ankles.
I think it's mad how many pro teams do it now in rugby. So see, like,
really?
Glasgow's is plastic. Edinburgh's the one that we're playing on the finals. Plastic. Couple in English Prem and all that are plastic.
Lots
and that
of
as
them,
well.
Yep.
Like
Saracens and that. I think they were one of the first teams to do it. It fucks you up.
Imagine being a pro athlete and like you need to play on that every
week in,
week out. Football's slightly different. Football's fucking, it's not the same.
But no football teams do it.
Man.
Yeah, not like in
not
Scotland
the top
they
level.
do, yeah, and seeing like Finland and stuff like that they do.
Do
so
they?
obviously the weather and all that, a grass pitch out there would be fucking useless.
True.
But in England, nah.
Did they do it in Scotland? Is there any?
Livy, Kilmarnock, Hamilton, and then the lower teams like Forfar, stuff like that.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Interesting. Didn't know that. What's that team? What was it last year? They cancelled about 3 games. Dundee.
Aye,
they should get a fucking. They should get a 4G pitch.
Bog, man. That was ridiculous.
But aye, so I don't think it's. I think it should be banned because it's fucking. But training on it, ideal. That is ideal. But
What's happening with you?
Huh?
I was going to ask what's happening with your training and stuff just now.
Training's going okay. Training's going quite good actually. For a change. For a change, it's actually going quite well. I do have a bit of a sore back, but touch wood. But training's going good. I'm more so been training a lot for endurance, you see, because I've got 4 major events this year.
Right.
I actually could double up to 8. So
Aye.
Yeah. So I've got 4
you
stag
take 4
do's.
of my Maras? All right, sorry.
No, 4 stag do's.
Right.
And they in and of itself are endurance events.
And you've not pulled out one of them?
I think the last one I don't think I'll be able to make. Just timings and stuff like that. It's just not going to work. So there is 3 on the bounce. I've got 1. We're leaving tomorrow, 10 a.m. So the training's been quite tough for that. Just pints, mate.
definitely.
Aye.
One really strong arm.
Just
Yeah.
pints.
Left.
Not strong enough, apparently, with
No,
that grip
definitely
test
not.
we just did. But I just try to build up the tolerance, build up the volume. Because
Get a liver hardened.
see, when you go away with the boys, it's the behaviour, the tone is like none other. It's like it's unspoken. There's like a shift, an aura, a something in the air. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's a certain sort
I'm
of
familiar with this.
there's a certain sort of thing that
Yeah.
happens, and
A
then
certain je ne sais quoi.
yeah, a je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi.
Ah, perfect.
Oui.
We. So that will kick off from tomorrow at 10 a.m. Return on Sunday. So I'm just getting the body prep for that. So it's been a bit of a deload for
That's
the past
a
few
long
days.
time, innit?
Mate, it's fucking far too long.
That's a long
Saying
time.
that
I think,
I-
see, after the first day, you're like, or the first day, it's fucking class. And then day 2, you're like, I would die.
This one's a bit better
aye.
because the previous couple have been like early starts. Like when we were away to Mark's in Tenerife, which was the last podcast we done. I think I was just back from that. I was fucking ill. Was a 3 a.m. start.
It's not good for them, man.
Mate, just
that's
we're in
nighttime.
John's
That's
house.
the day before.
And that's still yesterday.
That's yesterday.
That is yesterday.
Fact.
So and then we're fucking. So it's basically 24 hours of just.
It's
It's
not good.
awful. Actually, I know it's awful. But hanging out with the boys, you can't whack. So I'm looking forward to that. Not looking forward to being away from my babies, or the gym. But
I put out a both stags this year.
did you?
And the reason was me and Sarah met, we got to America this year. Remember we got to Tennessee and all that. and, like,
Tennessee.
then she had to fall pregnant, didn't she?
Cow.
Fucking selfish cow.
Ridiculous.
Which then gave me an even better reason to
Ah.
go. Better excuse. I can't even.
Yeah,
So,
it's true. See, to
easy
be
to
fair,
follow.
see getting out of things.
Aye.
Oh,
Get the win.
Yeah.
having kids is the best thing in the world.
Love
To be.
that.
You got that. It's the Wayne card. Sorry.
Aye.
Sorry, man. I've got the vein. You know,
Unlimited as well.
Case like that, I was like, you can go out, I was like, nah, we get Hattie and all that. It's just like, no, it's fine. No, honestly, get Hattie tonight, get no babysitters. What are you talking about? Aye, it's class to be
That's
fair.
good.
So you've got that, defo,
Yep.
that's in the bag. So.
That's also getting close.
Aye,
Baby coming.
Yeah.
where are we at?
3 and a bit months.
Wild.
We maybe get one more podcast episode in before that happens.
Maybe.
Probably,
Questionable.
probably one. And then the one following that, you'll be a dad. That's crazy. How's she feeling?
Pregnancy was alright. Wee bit unwell with the flu, getting massive. Now she's like, my God, I can actually feel my skin stretching, which is mental. You just get every day, man, you're like, you're bigger.
You huge.
You're bigger. However, something that I've got a bit of grumble with every single day. So I've not slept for 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, because she's not sleeping right. So, and I think she's purposely making noise to wake me up. Like, I'm genuinely, that's where I'm at with it. Noises I've never heard a human being make. I'm like, what are you doing? What was that you just done there? She's like, and I'll literally say to her, "Sarah, you've woke me up again." She'll be like, "Ah, well, it's practice for the rain comes." I'm like, right, cool, I get it. I get it. Like, I'm moaning the new, but I need my sleep the now, right? I need to be a high functioning, productive entrepreneur, athlete. I need my 8 hours. I need to get up in the morning, attack the day, like that. Instead that fucking, I'm like, my alarm goes off, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, man. I've been up 7 times a night for no reason, but Sarah either go into the toilet, just literally like taking a pee, come back. Oh, she just makes this, and I love it a bit, so I've told you this. I've told you this to your face, right? She makes this, and I don't know if you have heard this noise. There's just this weird noise that happens during the night, and obviously because she's uncomfortable, because literally she's growing a human being inside her belly, and I can't really say anything about it, but I'm like, what did you just say there? And then she's like, she is sleeping, so she's making weird noises in her sleep.
Can you?
Like,
I want to know what the noise is.
It's so hard to replicate because I'm like in her sleep and I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Why don't you get the
Aye, this is what I
sleep
thought this
tracker
morning.
snoring
This is
thing?
what, in the shower this morning, I was like, I'm going to get that and set that up just
Yeah.
to hear it. But it's like a, and I'm like, what was what was that?
Maybe you're like lightly sleeping because you're looking out for it too.
But I'm very
you're
aware.
worried
Like,
about
as
it,
soon as she
like-
moves, I say, you're right. Like, I'm like, right away. Like, I'm shouting on her, are you all right? She's like, I've just taken a pee. And I'm like, right, okay. Because if I
I'm
don't
so
feel
the
her next
opposite
to
of
me,
that.
like, do you know what I mean?
I'm so the opposite
Are
of
you?
that. Yeah,
Oh.
Katie will be up 4 or 5 times in the night, say if Hattie's up crying or whatever. I wake up the next morning like that. Oh, it's a nice sleep. And she's like that. And she's pure looking at me, eyes bloodshot. She's like, I've been up for 5 hours.
Oh, no, man.
What?
So you're not.
I actually don't hear it.
I don't feel like I was a light sleeper. This is the thing. I think I'm just maybe consciously.
Yeah, I think
aware,
subconsciously,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
As I'm not
Subconsciously.
usually a light sleeper. I will sleep, man.
Subconsciously, it's got to be there.
So that's. Do you know how I started talking about that?
I don't
I and see when Cora was like young, and you would do that kind of. You'd both be asleep, and then you'd both hear the baby at night, and you both know that the other person's heard the baby,
And you
and
just kind of wait.
and you're waiting. I'm waiting. Is
I
she
do that
gonna
with
go?
Tilly sometimes.
Right. And I would just do a fake snore sometimes. Bro, that was about.
Yeah, oh, dude, it's so true.
Unreal.
That's fucking so true.
Unreal.
I have got that fake snore locked in.
That shit's just fucked it now, though.
No, I guess I'll do like a
That's
wee
it.
long one. I'll just like,
And it's he who moves first loses. So
100%.
then Amanda fucking bounces out of bed, like, fucking rah, and then I'm like,
grabbing more in the covers.
And then you say the next day, you go, I didn't hear it.
yeah, I didn't exactly. I did not hear a thing.
Yeah.
I'm such a heavy sleeper, you know that.
I've already got that practice with Tilly.
Aye.
That's what she would like wake up,
scratching
she'd
the door
scratch the
or
door.
Well, right. This has just clicked in my brain. So see if Bear scratches the door, I'm up, and then I'm looking at him, and he's scratching the door. If she can hear Hattie crying, she 100%. I just realised
So
she
she'll know
doesn't.
him scratch, but you will?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because he's inside the room, fucking clawing at the door. She's obviously ignoring it. That's crazy.
She's doing the fake snore.
Katie's
Katie's like,
Wow. Here's me thinking I'm a fucking wise guy. Like,
She's wiser, bro.
bro, she is. I've been fucking.
She's done.
You've been done, bro.
I've been like lured into a false trap. Because the thing is, I've let it go ages.
Because then you need to take Bear out
Scratching the
if he needs out. You're getting up and getting out, bro.
But she would never do that. That's because that's a blue job.
Yeah.
And then I think the dealing with the crying baby at night, that's a pink job.
Yeah.
Is that misogynistic?
Aye. But it's
But
cool.
that's kind of how it works, though. Let's
then-
see, for
but
example,
she's
the
leaning
bins,
into that.
taking the bins
Yeah.
out. That's a blue job.
Hey, Katie's
That's-
leaning into that
Sarah
though.
takes the
Because
bins.
she's like, I'm not fucking taking that dog out at this time.
Do you actually remember what day the bins got in that?
No, I've
See
got
that,
see the bins at the back of the flat. Mate, it's just a fucking mate. I'm looking at it and there's like a couch hanging out the blue bin. I'm like, it's just a fucking free
That's
for
not
all
my
back here.
problem.
I know,
Chaotic.
fucking sick of that gaff. Oh, in fact, speaking of that, I should. Did I tell you have I told you the story?
No.
The story about the flat and the house and the lawyers and all that.
Yes, you have.
Right, let me share it for the people, right? So if there's any
Buckle
lawyers
up.
listening, please get in touch because I'd love your feedback on this. But anyway, so me and Katie went to view the house, loved the house, in love with it. So we're going to put a flat in the market. Puts an offer in, goes to a closing date, so he puts an offer in first thing Friday morning. And then we hear back late. We hear back like 2:30 or 3 o'clock or something like that. Your offer was second, unfortunately, right? Which is fair enough. Competitive market out there. It's like, but they want to sell you the house, right? The couple loved you. They want to sell you the house. Obviously, they loved us, right? Fucking guys, we want you to have the house. Can you do this number, right? So it was like, say it was $5,000 more, right? Can you do this number? So I'm not with Katie at the time. She's in the house. I'm at work. Because the lawyer phones Katie back first, and Katie's like, "We'll do the number, right? But ask them if they'll do 2.5 less. Ask them first, will they do 2.5 less? If not, we will go to that higher number." Now, not that I don't trust Katie whatsoever, but I just wanted complete clarification on that. So I phoned her 10 minutes after. She was like, "I've just spoke to your wife." And I was like, "Yeah, no, I get it." It's like, "What's happening?" She was like, "Right, we're gonna," and I was like, "Right, okay, offer this. If they say no, keep them on the phone. If they say no, go to it, match them, say like, yeah, because we want the house, but we were just trying to fucking haggle at this stage. And in hindsight, we maybe shouldn't have done that. Was it worth it? But whatever. So we does it. So at this point, me and Katie are like fucking excited because like we have the house. We just don't know if we're paying this or if we're paying this. We just don't know yet. So then the lawyers phoned Katie back and like, "Oh, sorry, your offer was unsuccessful." And they've gave it to the other people. Katie's like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, offer's unsuccessful." So what do you mean? We gave them what they wanted. It was either going to be this or this though. And she was like, "Oh, really?" And then Katie's like, "Oh, really? The fuck do you mean, oh, really?" She's like, "Oh, I didn't know I had to do that." And we're like, what? So anyway, that whole goes through. And the thing is too though, Coram then phoned Katie, or Katie phones Coram, I can't remember which way it goes. And in fact, should I maybe bleep that out? Fuck it, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. The woman or man, to protect their identity, says to Katie, I don't mean to be unprofessional, but that was one of the worst closing dates I've ever dealt with, or one of the worst closing dates I've ever dealt with as an estate agent from our lawyer end. Mm-hmm. They didn't have our phone numbers. The woman at Coram was like, what do you mean? I will give you their phone numbers. Now, bearing in mind, our mortgage advisor emailed them our phone numbers, both mine and Katie's. I filled out a form that had my phone numbers in it. We were also previous clients of theirs when we bought our first house. So they should, there's 3 cases where they should have our phone numbers and contact details. So they sat on that offer. So the couple from 12 p.m. sent that offer. It was only till 3 that they then made us aware of that. So they were sitting all day. We thought they were sitting like making a decision, talking about it, thinking about it, what should we do? So we were sitting eager, waiting. And then it's actually them waiting on us. So they've obviously been like, they're fucking about, we'll go with the highest offer. And then lost the house.
Do you know that actually does make me angry?
I'm annoyed.
I feel angry right now.
Due to the...
I'll actually start flinging fucking...
You've ruined my birthday.
Complete...
Aye.
Due to the complete and utter fucking absence of a brain cell from a supposed lawyer. Bro, a lawyer? How can you be that fucking stupid if you're a lawyer? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can be smart as fuck, but fucking stupid. Do you know what I mean?
It is. And the thing is, there was so many red flags about the phone number. They put our note of interest in like 4 or 5 days late as well. Mm-hmm. When I was talking to her, she was like trying to shut me off and she hung up the phone dead quick as well. And I didn't really think about it at the time. That's a bit fucking rude, but I get what offices can be like busy. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's just like, I get it. Right, hang up. And then now looking back, me and Kate was like, there's so many wee red flags. And I'm just like, how the fuck can someone be so fucking stupid and incapable of doing their job? It's not hard.
That's their job.
It's no hard. And the thing is too, estate agents, lawyers, all of it, biggest fucking fugazi in the world. Mm-hmm. Why do you need an estate agent? Like, I'm actually asking a question. Like, why do you need it? What do they do?
I actually have no fucking idea.
But what does a estate agent do? They take, on average, 1% of the property value of the house. Sometimes, say, maybe like, I don't know, 500 quid to do the stuff, mm-hmm. and then and then 1%, or it might be $1,000 depending on how much.
They have to just walk about the house, do they know?
So from my understanding, what an estate agent does is that they list your property on Rightmove. Anyone can do that. They get pictures or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm. You can do that.
You can do that. They don't even half the time show you about the house. Any houses I went to view, only one time it's been an estate agent that showed me about. It's been the owner of the house that fucking cuts you about. Yeah. Right? So I'm like, why do you need them? They just take 1% off your house. If you got a $300,000 house, it's fucking $3,000 for what? Mm-hmm. What have they done? I actually don't understand what they've actually done in this case.
So if you're an estate agent, let us know.
If you're an estate agent, you're a ball bag, to be honest. If you're an estate agent, I'm actually jealous because I wish I did that instead of fucking
steal away.
Can you go buy them? Do you need to go through an estate agent?
Is
that like a legal thing?
What did they do? Because I don't know what the chat is about it. I'm sure that we actually do the liaison. Don't give a fuck, mate. Right? a house isn't hard to sell. Houses get sold. Would you do estate agent? Do you like us?
Do you think this is nice?
Do you want to buy it? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like
$3,000.
You don't need an estate agent. So a house sells itself. Mm-hmm. People can walk into an absolute shit show and then be like, that, I see the vision here, right? And they'll buy it. Someone can walk into a pristine house and be like, I love the vision here. I'm going to buy it. People will buy the house. Do you know what I mean? You do not need to sell them the house. So I don't understand what an estate agent's job is. Now, have you ever watched Selling Sunsets?
Yeah.
Just got these fucking dumb bitches that look nice, just cutting about, being like, and they're getting like fucking $50,000 because it's like a $50 million house. So they're getting this mad commission. They don't sell the house. They don't do anything. They just fucking cut about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Mincing about the gaff. That's not sales, mate.
They get fucking crazy money as well.
That is not sales. It's not. So these cunts can go fuck themselves. Estate agents, even though the estate agents that have been dealing with us have actually been fantastic. They have been super helpful.
I shout out them.
Shout out them. Lawyers, ball bags. Lawyers are ball bags. They are charging for their time, stupid money, fucking words, mumbo jumbo, fakeness. We're not liable. A lot of nonsense, right? And the thing is as well, ChatGPT is a much better lawyer than any of these fucking firms or ball bags ever will be.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee if any of them gave me any case that they're dealing with, I could probably have it solved with the help of ChatGPT and maybe one other person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very probably.
So,
do you know they charge by the 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Which I was like £500 per 15 minute or something, or £200 per 50 or whatever it is. Wild. Absolutely wild.
Yeah,
if you phone them, fucking charge. It's mental.
And think about the amount of time it takes to log that time too.
Uh-huh.
And the thing is, if that time's not logged, they just let's log shit in there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Because I used to work for companies where you would bill the company for their time. Just fucking put it, but travel 2 hours. Where you going? Fucking don't know, mate. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's true.
Charging mileage on top of it. It's just all fucking fake. And there's just so much money thrown at it. And like there's how many? You've got estate agents, you've got people who value the home, do a home report. You've got photographers in there, you've got lawyers in there, stamp duty, whatever the fuck that is, tax, more legal fees. There's just so much money taken out the middle of property exchange. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think when properties started getting bought and sold, everybody was like, oh, can I get in here? Can I get in here?
Yeah.
Fuck it, stamps.
Is this not like
And
countries like, I don't know, Sweden's one of them, but I know it might be Sweden. Anyway, some fucking Scandinavian country. They have completely different like approaches and laws and all the rest of it to like housing, but it's like the fairest or something in the world. Like nobody's really getting fucked over
Right, okay.
by it. So the way they do it's meant to be class, like
Aye.
absolutely class. Like
It
don't
is
pay
one of
over the
those
top,
things-
you don't do this. Like
Aye, it's one of those things like, I get it, it's going to be, it's ultimately, it's where you live, it's where you spend, not even actually, a lot of people don't spend most of the time at home, they spend it at work, but it's where you live. So it is going to be highly competitive. And I thought it'd be easy, I thought, because like she's the one that looks at all these houses, she's the one that says, we're going to view this one, I'm going to view that one. I just thought, fuck it, there'll be another one pop up.
yeah,
But it's actually not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then when the ones that pop up are nice, they
Every
fucking,
cunt wants
it's
them.
competitive
Yeah.
and you go. And in hindsight, I wish we just didn't leave the bartering down to some fucking idiot.
aye.
Keep wanting to use some derogatory terms here, but I'm gonna
You're trying your hardest.
Listen,
I'm gonna I feel like somebody with what do you call it? It's like the tics.
Not autism.
Tourette's.
Tourette's.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like I'm holding in a tick right now with the shit I want to call
I
it.
believe something better will come along.
Well,
And you will get something better.
It's for you,
Without a
mate.
question,
yeah,
it
it's a
always
lot of
happens.
people love to weigh into
Right.
that, don't they? See
Aye.
when you're looking at it, it's for you and give
I'll go
me.
by you, right? I've got
Listen, fuckers,
I've got-
it did because of this dumb bitch. It did go by us.
Listen,
Listen.
Khabib number.
Khabib
Can't beat that. Listen, brother.
I
Honestly.
respect you.
So fuck that bitch. I know her name. I could fucking say it. I know she works. I could say it, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, that'd be bad practice.
That would be bad practice. Do you know what's a bad practice? Theirs.
Yes, correct.
Dumb fucking bitch. But anyway, in lighter news.
Anyway.
Do we have any lighter news? I don't.
I know, I got pee, but it's alright. I don't know, there was something I was going to say and I forget.
Joe's was just kind of chatting about it. Do you know who's bad at charging for their time? Personal trainers and coaches.
Oh, here we fucking go.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was going to
what a
say.
PT,
So,
what a PT thing to say.
No, no, but
high
no, but
performance
I-
parent,
I
we're
miss-
going to charge you
Fucking
by the
hunters.
15
Oh,
minutes.
by the 15 minutes.
If I,
No,
I think most of them are fucking overcharging, if I'm being honest with you.
Do you know fucking what?
That's my...
Right. So,
Own it.
in fact, you finish your train of thought and then let me interject.
Yeah. So, plumbers, fucking lawyers, all that sort of stuff, happily will charge what they're worth for their time. Lawyers by the fucking second, right? A lot of coaches are still like £35. You'll get a session. I'll program for you every week. I'll do check-ins. We'll do meetups. We'll do this. We'll do that. We'll do this. We'll do that. And then if you said to somebody, it's actually going to be 50 quid, people are like, fuck, I'm not paying 50 quid for that. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's ultimately worth what people will pay. Mm-hmm. So you're a plumber.
Mm-hmm. I wish I was a plumber.
Right? You need a toilet. You need running water. You're like,
you need to take a dookie.
You need to shit. You need to shower. You need to shave. Mm-hmm. Right? If that shit doesn't work in your house, you will pay to get it fixed. Right?
Yep.
You're in legal troubles. Say for example, you go down the legal pursuit because somebody lost you a home, right? And you're going after these cunts, right? Like you will pay if something means a lot to you. You will pay for that.
To sue that bitch.
People don't care that much about the fitness, and I actually think that if you start to get into the silly money with charging for personal training, I actually think you're beginning to shaft your clients. Because I actually think it's worth what it's worth. Mm-hmm. There is a ceiling. There is a limit. Mm-hmm. I don't know, no matter how many fucking Zoom calls, check-ins, how good your check-in looks, how smooth your Loom video it, how good your programming, all of it, I think it's worth what it's worth. Mm-hmm. I'll go out on a limb and say, right, I'm gonna sound big-headed here. I deliver, to my knowledge, one of the best services that you can get in terms from a personal trainer, right? You can get coaching, your programming, you get an actual gym as well to train in that's specific to the thing that you are doing. There's not a lot of people that do what I do that provide that. I do what everybody else does. Yeah, I've got a gym and all. Want at my gym. Do you know what I mean? There's like a mm-hmm. And I still don't charge the money that people charge from just a laptop. And that's my fault because I choose it to be that way. Because I try to go down that route. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I try to do the high ticket sales, the whatever. And I think that it's a fugazi, it's fake. Mm-hmm. It doesn't feel real. Mm-hmm. Because see, thinking back or thinking on it, I would not fucking pay that. Mm-hmm. And I am fitness. That is my whole personality is like, I love to train. I love training. Mm-hmm. I love diet. I love, not diet, but I love nutrition. I love everything. I hate lawyers, love training, right? That's my whole life, and I wouldn't even pay that. Mm-hmm. But I would pay it for a plumber, or I'd pay it for a lawyer, or I'd pay it for something that's like that sort of thing. So I think that you charge just what the market is. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, the market 15 years ago was £30 for a personal training session. The market now is going to be for fucking 30, 40, £50 for a personal training session. I think that's just what it is. It is what it is. So I agree. But I think that if you want to earn more money as a personal trainer, there's other things that you should look to go down than just charge your clients more money.
Let's just up the prices. I've not my prices in about 3 years. I feel like I don't want to rip cunts off.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I would be if I started up. Well, I know that I don't have fucking 11 years of knowledge and coaching behind me, which a lot of cunts can't fucking say they stay in the industry that long. Do you know what I mean? I've been in it, self-employed, that long. Like, coaching people that long. I could be charging more than probably 90% of the coaches we know that are charging stupid money for coaching, because I'll have a conversation with them and within 2 seconds we'll see through them. Mm-hmm. We see through the cunts that are charging big tick. We know they're just, they've got this wee bit of confidence because a mentor tell them they have it, and then they just do that with their prices. Boom.
Bro, it's the mentor
and it's like,
thing.
Fucking, I just see through it. It's a mentor.
It's the mentor thing. It's like, you up your prices. If you up your price, and then you'll have more money. And I'm like,
you don't need to have many clients. Boom, I'm a good mentor. Cool, bro.
It's like that's not it. No. That's not it. I think
I'll just tell. Do you know what a mentor does? Tells me to up their money so that they can keep affording to pay them. That's what they want. That's why a mentor tells them up fucking
brother
money.
Brother, that's so true.
That's it. There's no why, like, people are charging enough, right? Just chill out.
Aye,
stop.
every cunt
like £300 a month for what? Like, shut up, man. Like, mate, come on.
Over £300
that's
a month.
Motor.
Mate, over £300 a month for online only personal training is,
to me, that's crazy.
It's preposterous. I'm not paying that. I'd say we can go through how much things are actually worth, right? Mm-hmm. I think that more than 250 for online training that's the upper limit.
Aye.
You better have that be a good coach, well established, been in the game a long, long time, like someone you potentially look up to,
Yep.
Like I would be
250 is
comfortable
like-
paying that, and probably not much more.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat.
Whereas it's funny, it's like for media, if I was paying for like a video and the guy's like, oh,
See,
it's fucking, it's 500 quid for the day, you'd be like, right, okay. You know what I mean? It's just, that's how much it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A t-shirt shouldn't be any more than 20 quid. You know what I mean? T-shirt, 30 quid. 30 quid, say, if it's a nice
All these
t-shirt.
fancy brands are like fucking 50 quid. See the
No,
ones
bro,
that,
dead on that.
aye, the ones that you, literally the ones that you wear.
Bro, a hat, right? It was I've said this about 6 times to you. It was a Satisfy running hat, and
That's the one I've got.
but is it, I don't know if it was the same one. It was slightly different.
75
Similar-
quid.
Was it 75 quid for a running cap? Right? I was like, I'm not paying that cap. 20 quid. 25 quid. That's how much a cap is worth. See, a coffee shouldn't exceed £2.50.
Yep.
100%, mate.
But see the thing, right? I'll give you a wee bit of insight, right? So see, creators, just gotta keep doing that. Just gotta
Aye.
keep doing that. Just gotta keep doing that. Influencers did. Creators up. So there's money, supposedly, like people have been putting on money, and when it comes to like online and all the rest of it, people have been basically betting on the fact that creators are just their profiles and everybody's going to start following creators. And I already feel myself doing it.
Yeah.
I already feel myself doing
Do
it.
you know what? Facts.
Right?
Yep.
And it's like I'm looking at them going, but what are you creating now?
Yep.
What are you selling? Because I
Yep.
will buy it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like you.
Because I will.
I
No,
like it.
no. You're fucking on
And
the
I
money.
can see it
Yep.
just, that's what's going to happen.
Yep.
They're the ones that are going to have the YouTube channels that are going to be booming. Their socials are going to be booming. They're going to have basically a fucking cult following, like people that are into them. But I don't think people just like narrow in on one. Like people will just pick creators that they like, and it's like, cool, they're selling a t-shirt, I'm in there.
just
They're
buying
selling the sodium, the fucking electrolytes, I'm in with them for that. And you just have your creators. Influencers that be like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, so
you-
just
they
like,
almost
you're
need- the influencers almost have to learn a skill in
Aye.
order to now.
Rather
Yeah,
just
that's
being pretty.
the evolve. I actually agree with
yeah,
that.
I
that's,
can
that's
see
actually
it
so
fucking-
fucking spot on, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think, see, like the kind of the Gymshark, My Protein, fucking discount code in deed?
They'll need to, not necessarily did, right? Because they're like Nike and that now. Like they're like
It's
they're-
not deed because you look at like a brand like Define,
Aye.
right? Define really brought back. I felt like influencer marketing was dying, right? And then Define, that they do guys' clothes as well, but like it's more so for the women's stuff. Like they almost rebirthed the influencer marketing thing, right? Because you see it everywhere. You get these girls all over the UK, Australia, like discount codes, blah blah blah, and then you hear some of the amount of money that these girls are making. 10k, 20k, 30k, 70k a month off referrals, brother. Referrals, brother.
Mad that.
And you know what? Fair fucks to you.
I
You should not
can
sit
get-
on your arsehole on fucking OnlyFans.
Nah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Some of them probably are.
Yeah, I mean, some of them might be, but you're clothed, you're training, you're in great shape, you're young, you've got a big following. Fucking kudos to
Fair
you,
fucks
young
to you,
lady.
brother.
Kudos to you, brother. Do you know what I mean? I
I
wish.
respect you.
I respect you, brother. Right?
Khabib,
Honestly,
Lamaga,
it's like, I feel like
medal.
they rebirthed the influencer marketing thing, but I can definitely see this trend because I didn't notice it until you just mentioned it. I've followed about 15, 20 accounts across TikTok and Instagram who are just like what you've described. I don't even know what they do. But just what they put out is cool.
Yep.
And it's cool to look at. Do you know what I mean? And even I feel myself trying to emulate it in my own sort of
Aesthetic.
aesthetic and content and
Yep,
stuff like that
100%.
because I'm like, that's cool. I want to do that. So like, it's starting to bust that. Maybe I'll be one of the cunts.
That's it, listen, man.
Listen,
When my
brother.
business goes, usually be like that. You're one of the cunts. I'll be like, I know. Like, anyway.
How long have we been doing this? Is that an hour?
Yeah, that's
That's
54 minutes.
Right, okay. Anyway, that was episode
Something.
70
High 60s.
of the podcast. Do me a favour if you like the show.
Share your hoe.
No, if you like the show, don't be a hoe.
I know.
I fucked it.
Yeah, you fucked it, I know.
Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.
And follow us on Instagram. That's it.
Do you know what? See if
Excellent.
you are a hoe, share the show. as
Share
well.
the show as well.
Okay, bye.
Bye, driver.
Bye.